Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Chuck Graham Show. Well, the late show in the morning, I guess. Yesterday, my video, it cut out at 14 minutes. It should have went 16. I apologize. If you want to support the show, you can do it at charlesgraham.com. For all those that have supported the show, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And let's get into it today. And you don't have to go far. Hell, you don't even have to write material anymore if you're a comedian. Don't even have to do it. All you have to do is watch the news. And what did the news say today? Oil prices up 37%. Really? Well, that's a shocker. It's kind of like Senator Kennedy said. Inflation's not that complicated. It's too much money chasing after too few goods. That's what it is. And not to mention, when the degenerate we have in the White House today that can barely string two sentences together, when that dipshit kills the pipeline deal that replaced NAFTA, okay, 50,000 jobs, anyone got a clue? Of course. He destroyed our energy independence. In one fell swoop, destroyed our energy independence. And why? Why did he do that? Because he's a fucking idiot. I'm trying not to cuss. I really am. But it's so hard. Because he's an idiot. You don't go and beg OPEC, oh, can you give us more oil? Can you please? Can you give us more oil? And shut down a pipeline. But hey, look, let's approve the Russian pipeline. Really? Lift the sanctions on them. But then, we got to go to war. God, I don't understand these people, man. This shit makes no sense to me. At all. Makes no sense. The news media makes no sense to me anymore. I'm sitting there watching this shit with my wife, and every morning I have to look at the same expression on her face, the one of, oh shit, I got to listen to this again. Hey, welcome to being married. The fact of the matter is very simple, folks. We have extreme inflation. Good for real estate. You know, my house is probably worth 30% more than what it was. Bad for people on fixed incomes. Their pay went down 37%. If they had to put gas in their car, 7, 8, I would say probably average inflation, 20%. Now, that's just my guess at it. But if you average the cost of gasoline versus food versus steaks versus this, yeah, crazy stuff, isn't it? And what does the news media do? Oh, well, oil prices is up 37%. Like that's a shocker. Maybe to somebody that doesn't know anything about economics, maybe that's a shocker to them. But let me tell you something, folks. I said this months ago. Years ago. I said this in 2020. But let me tell you what my prediction is. Strictly my prediction. No basis whatsoever on it, except just critical thinking. And watching how people are reacting to everything. And watching that the government, and I know they cannot straighten out this economy and have this virus. Well, they can have the virus, but they cannot continue the mass panic that they have inflicted on the American people. Mask, vaccines, which doesn't immunize you from anything. And that's a fact. We all know that. We know that it doesn't stop you from getting COVID, Omicron, or whatever. Even if you get vaccinated, it doesn't stop it. Now, their report is that it'll help you and keep you out of the hospital. Is that true? I don't know. I hadn't seen any of the data. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I'll get labeled misinformation. Let me give folks a little bit of information. Dissenting opinions is not misinformation. Misinformation is propaganda, is synonymous with propaganda. Meaning you are intentionally telling someone something that you know to be false. That is misinformation and propaganda. That's not what is going on the internet. People are giving their opinions and their dissenting opinions on what happened, and they should be able to freely do so. And look, to all you geniuses out there that think that, oh, well, yeah, I agree with free speech, but no, you don't. You agree with your speech, not free speech. You agree with your speech. You want your shit to be heard. You want your vulgarity to be accepted by the masses. You want to be able to wear whatever you want to wear, regardless of what it says. If it says fuck the draft on it, one man's vulgarity is another man's lyrics, right? You want that. What you don't want is your agenda to be questioned. It's like Joe Rogan. He had all these experts on there. I mean, experts, people that are in their field with dissenting opinions. You show me one court case out of 100 that doesn't have a dissenting opinion. Most of them do. There's always going to be a dissent. And you get to read that too. They don't keep that from you. Dissent is not misinformation. Because I believe something or my opinion about something, even if it's an uneducated opinion, that doesn't mean that it's disinformation. Disinformation equals propaganda. You have to knowingly and willingly promote something you know to be false before it's misinformation. Fact checkers. Give you an example. PolitiFacts. Oh, awful. They give dissenting opinions about the opinion that they're supposed to be fact checking. Well, that's mostly false. The horse went to the water and he just touched his lips to it. He didn't really drink. They're saying the horse drank. He didn't drink. He just touched his lips there. It's mostly false. He did go there, but he didn't drink. It's kind of like Bill Clinton. He smoked marijuana, but he didn't inhale. Yeah. If you said that right now, if you said Bill Clinton is a dope smoking thug, you know what they'd say? PolitiFacts and lead stories and all them other idiots. You know what they'd say? Oh, well, that's mostly false. Bill Clinton did. He did puff marijuana. He just didn't inhale. So it's mostly false. He didn't inhale, people. He didn't inhale. And what about, let's move on to another topic here. Truckers. The truckers on the border right now in Canada. Nobody's reporting on it. I saw that today on ABC or WTOK TV. Yeah, them dumbasses over there. Yeah, that's great, right? Never report on shit that actually makes a damn difference. And I'm sick and tired of hearing this damn racial stuff that's coming over the. How about this? How about get your reparations from the black slave owners that owned actual slaves? And I did a show on that too, and that's actually true. Look at William Ellis. I'm tired of this mess, man. Well, you can't divide the country like this. The people fought like hell to get away from segregation, and now I saw in the news where they're trying to segregate, and say had a line of white kids and a line of black kids, and the white kids had to apologize to the black kids. Fuck that. I'm not apologizing for shit, and I'm damn sure not going to apologize for being white. You know what? I don't care. You don't like it, kiss my ass. I'm not apologizing for it. I don't agree with critical race theory or any of that dumb shit that they're proposing. What they're doing is they want selective segregation is what they want. It's the way it's always been, or not always been. It's the way it morphed into. And I know a lot of black people would be disgusted by this. And they should be. You want equal opportunity, not equal outcome. Equal outcome means discrimination, period. Because there are lazy-ass people that don't want to do nothing. Anyway, I digress. So, the truckers, right? The truckers. Nobody's reporting on them. I saw Louder with Crowder yesterday, and nobody's reporting it. No, none of the mainstream media is reporting it. Why? Because they don't want you to see 50,000 truckers that are protesting vaccine mandates. This is about freedom, folks. I saw one riding a buffalo. Damn crazy Canadian. Riding a damn buffalo. I rode a bull before. Got the scars to prove it, too. Never a buffalo. Hey, had a saddle on him, too. Pretty cool. I thought it was awesome. But they're not telling you that. They're not showing you the conservative movement that's going on at our border. They shut down Canadians' border. If you want to know why your shelves are bare, it's probably because all the truckers are there. But they don't want to show you that. Why? Because they don't want to promote it. Here, let me tell you why they didn't like Joe Rogan. Okay? Joe Rogan has 11 million followers. That's just on YouTube. No telling how many on Spotify. Has a ton of followers on Spotify. Why do they don't like him? Why not? I'll tell you why. And Tucker Carlson reported on this, and I believe what he reported. CNN's top show this week had, I think, roughly 700,000 views and viewers. Joe Rogan dwarfs that in the millions every time he puts out a podcast. They don't want that kind of. And he called out Jen Psaki. She was talking about that the vaccine was the gold standard and it was proved by the FDA, which was a fucking lie. It was a lie. And he called her out on it. She didn't like that. You know who she should be calling out? Whoever does her hair. Roots are showing there, Jen Psaki. You're not a redhead. You're a brunette. Idiots, man. Sorry for slurping my coffee, man. If it irritates some of you, I don't know what to tell you. But it's ridiculous, is it not? That they don't report on the things that matter. You got anywhere between 30 and 50,000, and I was shocked at how much money they raised. They raised over $10 million. And GoFundMe is trying to get the money flowing, and the Canadian government is trying to shut it down and freeze the funds. Are you kidding me? Trudeau, Mr. Blackface? No, not just blackface. Hell, he painted his whole body. You know? And who cares if it's blackface? Hell, Robert Downey Jr. did it. And, what was it? Tropic Thunder? I thought that was one of the funniest movies ever. Who cares? If you're too damn sensitive, just go home. And what about I don't need to, I digress. I don't need to get on that other topic. Not today. The truckers need to be reported on. People need to see that people are fed up. School kids in some town I was watching yesterday showed up all together in unison. No mask. Fuck this. We're not doing this anymore. And I told my wife, I said, if they ever start with the critical race theory at the school board, I'm going. We're going to have a party. Why? Well, you don't have kids in school. I don't have kids at all. I have stepkids, but I don't have any of my own. I don't have any in school. But you know what I do have? I have a tax card that says I have to pay school taxes. And if I have to pay school taxes, by God, you're going to listen to what I have to say. You don't want me having a say, then, give me exemption from the school tax. I'll be glad to go home. Actually, I'd rather pay the tax and be able to speak my mind. That critical race theory crap. But anyway, again, we need a media that is going to report on the facts. The facts. Not the PolitiFacts or the lead stories facts or their nonsense. And God, did you see Facebook? Facebook stock, 20% drop on it. Hot damn. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg will get what he deserves at some point. I'm sure the Harvard folks that he railroaded, I'm sure they allegedly, I think they settled out of court according to the movie for $65 million because he stole their idea for Facebook. But hey, it's business, isn't it? It's the way it is, folks. So all I can say is we need a media that's going to be honest. They have not been honest with us, folks. They just haven't been honest with us. And I think the American people have a right for people to be honest. I just do. The reason I get so angry, and my wife says, "Why are you so angry?" Because not only did their decisions destroy my business, and I'm having to rebuild, it has destroyed other people's lives. Why? And I don't agree with Donald Trump calling for a shutdown. I do not agree with that at all. I thought that was a bad decision, and I thought it was a really bad decision. I knew they would never give up that power if they ever got it. Like him or not. And I do, and I'll vote for him again. But I don't like that decision. And I hope he does run. Now, I think he's the only one that's going to be able to pull us out of the shitter. Him or Sanchez. I hope he runs again. I hope he wins. Then I hope DeSanchez goes right behind him and gets 8 years. We've had enough of this. But I'm telling the Republicans right now, if you don't get off your lazy asses and band together and impeach Joe Biden, remove Nancy Pelosi, and expel some of these members from Congress that are nothing but traitors, then I have no use for you. One thing Donald Trump did is he exposed the rhinos. He exposed them. He exposed them for exactly what they are. And folks, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to sit here. I don't want to live in a country to where you got Republicans that might as well be Democrats that are doing nothing. Nothing. When we get power, when the Republicans get power, they do nothing. They absolutely, we just need to get along. No, we don't. We need to fight like hell. That's what we need to do. We need to punch back 3 times harder, knock them on their ass so they don't get back up and fuck with us again. That's what we need to do. We need to be the party of the striker. You hit us, we hit you 3 times harder. And expose their ass for what they are. Not conspiracy theories, but for their own policies. Expose them for their own policies. They name these bills, these great, cute names. It has nothing to do with its namesakes. Build back better. How about leave it the fuck alone and let it build itself? You might as well have said, build back nothing. Destroy everything. Again, the pipeline, 50,000 jobs. Idiots. Climate change, all that nonsense. Yes, there's climate change. Yes, there is a such thing as climate change. No, you're not going to die in 17 years. They said this shit in the 80s. I put that report up there by the AP. They said it in the 80s. Miami will be underwater if we don't do something by the year 2000. Last I checked, this year 2022, Miami's not underwater. They're idiots. Pollution is what they should be looking at. And China's the biggest one. Pollution is a real thing and a real problem. Just look at the Ohio River. The Ohio River Valley. Watch the next Netflix special, The Devil You Know, or The Devil We Know, about DuPont and their nonsense. Pollution is what we should be looking at, not fucking climate change. It happens. Any first-year science major knows it. It happens. But it happens so damn slow that there's nothing you can do about it. And it's a constant thing. I'm not going to go into that. I digress. Folks, it's been a great show. Here I am rocking on 20 minutes here of just babbling. If you made it this far, God bless you. I appreciate it. And if you made it this far, please subscribe. And then maybe we can build this channel, above 10 subscribers. I feel like I'm sitting at a town hall meeting with nobody here. I'm just kidding. People watch it, I'm sure. And anyway, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell if it's on YouTube, if I hadn't pulled it down. You can visit us on Rumble. We're on Gab TV. It's real. I'll do it. It's a lot of fun. I like doing it. I like giving my opinion. So if you like the show, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.